Have you heard about Book to Action? It's a library program that brings community members together to read and discuss a great book, meet the author, and then volunteer in a community service activity. This year we read the fascinating book Infinite Vision: How Aravind Became the World's Greatest Business Case for Compassion. Based in India, the Aravind Eye System is the world's largest provider of high-quality eye care, treating more than half of its patients free of charge, with successful surgeries that compare to those in the developed world at less than 1% of the cost. Author Pavitra Mehta's presentation and film generated such an enthusiastic audience response. We wrapped up the series with book giveaways, including an event associated with the first U.S. World Book Night program. Our goal? Spread the love of reading by putting popular books into the hands of non-regular readers. Listen to some of this year's Book to Action participants. And when you hear about our next Book to Action program, I hope you'll get involved.
So I just moved into the neighborhood, and my new neighbors suggested I attend this event at the Hayward Public Library. It was the Book to Action program. And I walked over, sat down, pulled out my notebook in case I had anything to jot down. And the author came up to speak, and I just started writing all of her words down. So inspirational, ended up writing several pages, and since then have shared my notes with several people in my life.
Did read the book, then I went to the lecture given by a member of the Aravind family, and then I went to the movie. Even dragged my husband because I kept bothering him with facts about the book and wonderful things that I was reading about this incredible program.
The author, Pavitra Mehta, who is Dr. V's grandniece, is an incredible person in her own right. She's written a book and has a documentary, and as an individual, she embodies the stories she told us. Her documentary presented beautiful film footage of the clinics and community where Dr. V lived and worked. Seeing actual patients blind from cataracts, then regaining sight after successful surgeries evoked great compassion from us in the audience.
I enjoyed reading Infinite Visions very, very much, and especially learning about the clinic's founder. He just sounded like such a remarkable man.
When I saw the Infinite Vision documentary at the library, I was amazed to learn many things. One of them is that Dr. V started Aravind at such a relatively late age in life, 58, after already a successful career.
When I read the title of the article in my local newspaper, the Tri-City Voice, my attention was drawn to the words Infinite Vision, so I continued reading. And by the time I got to the end of the article, I felt a sense that this story was just too good to be true. But my curiosity was piqued, so I went to hear the author speak. I was just blown away. I felt her presentation vividly brought to life the story of this doctor from India. I left there with a renewed sense of hope and humanity.
It's easy to feel as though one person can't make a difference, or that age or infirmity excuses us from acting for justice. But Dr. V showed by example that perhaps more of us can find a way to be of use.
I learned that the bottom line should truly be compassion and love. He inspired me to follow.
Recently, I've been very lax in pushing my values in the world, getting out and pushing what I think is important. And this man inspired me to try and do that more. And I think that's going to be kind of where this program has had the biggest impact, is empowering me to go forth and do more.
In essence, the life of Dr. V and his journey, and the Infinite Vision, the book, the documentary, and all the other Infinite Vision, the programs, this essentially is to me to strive to be a better human being, to do something beautiful in this life, whether it is just as simple as doing small act of kindness, ultimately to be the change that I would like to see, to be a kind, compassionate human being.
Nowadays, we are continually bombarded with negative news about terrible things happening in the world. It is heartwarming and inspiring to learn of Aravind and the people who make it possible.
The Infinite Vision film was not only informative, but also moving and inspirational. Having the opportunity to read the book made me appreciate once again being part of the Hayward Library community.
I was so happy to see Infinite Vision in this community, especially because it was part of Book to Action. Normally books remain as knowledge, and here we have the opportunity to take the essence of this particular book, turn it into action in this local community. The gifting of books especially brought Dr. V's essence into this community because he stood for gifting eyesight to millions of people.
The World Book Night giveaway tied to the Infinite Vision Book to Action was probably one of my favorite Hayward Public Library events ever. Being a huge bibliophile and a great lover of free things to boot, I have to say it was great fun being in a position to share my love of books with my community.
No one believed at first that we were giving books away. When they realized it was true, I could see the pleasure they took in choosing the book they thought they would like best.
This is the third Book to Action program that I've attended through the Hayward Public Library. The experience was absolutely wonderful, getting to meet people in my community, to have conversation, to think about what a true community is, how to be kind to one another. All of this was embodied in Infinite Vision. The Book to Action program really embraced that in a wonderful way.
The generosity of this program and World Book Night has really restored my faith in spreading a positive message in the world.
Powerful.
Awesome. Educational.
Fun.
Amazing.
Uplifting.
Thought-provoking.
Phenomenal.
Empowering.
Invaluable.
Inspiring. Motivating.
Encouraging.
Enriching.
Terrific.
Mind-blowing.
Enlightening.